Starting a new 40k army and don't want 1,000 models on the desk or a meltdown in checkout? Meet the Adeptus Custodes. Low model count, high impact, and surprisingly affordable when you plan it right. And I'll show you how it wins on the table. Stick around after the main guide for an optional discounted price check if you like hunting for deals. Why do the Custodes make such a good budget sense? Custodes are the Emperor's bodyguard elites. Durable, effective, because each unit costs more points, you need fewer boxes to hit that 2,000 points. That saves money in painting time. On the table, you make clear decisions instead of tracking 25 rewards. The detachment's core rule against all odds rewards you for fighting a bit spread out. If a unit fights without another friendly unit within 6 inches, it gets a +1 to hit and a +1 to wound. Translation is, take fair, isolated fights and you punch above your weight. That's our plan. Spread pressure, pick your movement, trade up. Our detachment is going to be the Lions of the Emperor. The Warlord Shield Captain on foot, easy kit bash from a Custodian guard box, joins a guard unit. Here's the characters. Shield Captain is 120 points. Blade Champion, 120 points. Our core squads, 2 sets of Custodian Wardens at 5 models, 260 points each. A set of 4, 210. Custodian Guard, 2 sets of 5, 200 points each. The Mobility and Pressure side, Allarus Custodian, 3, 180 points. 2 sets of Vectorus Preritist, 3, 225 points each. Here's 2 ways to buy picks Watson stock. Path A, start with a Combat Patrol. Combat Patrol Custodes box, 178 Games Workshop. You get the Blade Champion, Allarus 3, Wardens 5, Guard 5. Then you'll need 2 boxes of Guard Wardians, 65 each. We're up to 130. Then 1 Custodian Guard, 65. Then the Vertost, 2 of them at 65, so we're at 130. Path A from Game Workshop, $495. That is 24 cents a point at 2,000 points. Now, Path B is if the Combat Patrol box isn't available, buying them individually. You'll need Custodian Wardens, 3 of them at 65 each. That's 195. 2 Custodian Guards, 65 each, 130. Allarus Custodian, 1 at 60. Veritas 2, 65 each, 130. Your Blade Champions, 43. So now the price from Games Workshop, $558. That is 27 cents a point at 2,000 points. Path A saves about $63 versus buying everything separately at Games Workshop. So what to build from what? No wasted kits. From the Combat Patrol, Path A, the Blade Champion, Allarus, Wardens, Guard. Add-ons are the Wardens from 2 Warden boxes, Guard 5 from 1 Guard box, Veterus 6 from 2 boxes, Shield Captain, Kit Bash from the Guard sprues, Crest, Plume, and a proper weapon. He joins a 5-man Guard squad. Results are the exact roster, minimum spend, no redundant kits. How this army actually wins. Big picture, wide pressure, clean trades. You're not a deathball. You're 3 problems at once. Deployment. Your Wardens, 2 5-man teams take mid, left, and mid, right as anvils. The 4-man sits behind a ruin to counterpunch or score late. Guard, 1 5-man on home. The other eyes a safe mid. Shield Captain anchors OC and reliability. Allarus, starting deep strike. Drop turn 2 unless it's suicide. You can land safe to score and split into solos later. 1 unit shows a turn 2 swing, the other hides to punish overextension. Blade Champion pairs with Wardens or looks for a surgical delete. Movement and trading. Space equals power. Keep a 6-inch gap where you want the detachment bonus. Compress only for a decisive multi-charge. Then fall back out. No tar pits. Use the stratagem to fall back and still shoot, and charge, don't get stuck. Reactive moves. If they light you up, use the strat to move after being shot. Peek, take fire, step back. 2 jet bike threats with 2 Verser units. Screens must split. When one side looks thin, go in. Fight phase tools. Precision on demand. If a Lincoln hides inside a unit, pop the strat to remove it. Trade up math. +1 and +1 to hit and wound. Breaks through tough profile and turn close fights into clean wins. Here's a quick turn by turn. Turn 1, stage Wardens to touch mid behind cover. Guard secure home. Bikes angle for turn 2. Allarus waits, keeps 6-inch gaps. Turn 2. If screening is sloppy, drop Allarus to pressure a flank or a backfield. Bikes force a trade on a weak side. Turn 3. Unleash the lion split. Allarus into solos. Now your 3 to 5 scoring pieces spread wide. Wardens hold. Bikes punish. Turn 4 and 5. Play the mission. Guard and solos hold. Wardens bully mid. Bikes flip in-game points. Match up micro plans. Into gun lines, build lanes with L shapes. Offer a durable angle. After they shoot, step back. Bikes hit the thinnest screen. Into fast melee, layer ruins to prevent multi-tags. If they stick you, fall back, shoot, charge, and flip the trade. Allarus drop 4 screens later, split into solos to steal 2 objectives while bikes erase an exposed unit. Common mistakes and quick fixes. Deathballing turns off your detachment bonus. Fix practice 6-inch spacing for fair 1-to-1 fights. Charge without an exit. Always map the fallback. Shoot, charge, line for next turn. Waiting forever on Allarus. Drop by turn 2 unless truly unsafe. Score first, split later. Overstacking one lane. Parallel pressure bikes left, Allarus right, Wardens mid. Here's a recap. Now you have a 2,000 point Custodes list with clear buys and a simple plan. Play wide, take clean trades, win the mission. If this saved you time and money, hit subscribe and tell me your next faction. I'll do the same. Alright, so here's the same army if you bought it from Wargame Portal. Path A, start with a combat patrol box, $140. Custodied Wardens, 5 of them by 2, $53 each, $106 for both. Custodied Guard, $55. 2 sets of bikes, $110. Wargame Portal total, $416. Verse, $495 from Game Workshop. You save $78 by going Wargame Portal. And if you bought everything by pieces, Wargame Portal total, $470. Verse, $558 from Games Workshop. You save $88. Now, some items are on back order, very low stock. Prices can fluctuate. Same 2,000 point list. Games Workshop, $495. Wargame Portal, $416. $78 savings. If this saved you some cash, subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown coming up